the world of magic. He's a god. What's inappropriate, I'll go, now getting back to agreeing with you, is, he doesn't belong on this list because he's not an Avengers villain.
And to have him number 3, and when I looked forward on this list, they didn't even have Red Skull on here. He's not in the top 10.
Right.
That's bad.
Now because whether or not you like the Red Skull, he's a significant, very significant Avengers villain.
Right. And
he has to be here because he's followed the Avengers all through their existence.
And if you want to talk about villains that spread amongst universe, they left out 2 very big ones.
Well, let's dispose of Kang first.
Yeah,
because I think he's boring. Kind of like your charge with the other guy there.
I'm not even going to give him time. I'm not going to give Kang the time of day on this. If you're going to get mad at me, don't care. Send me some hate mail. I love to read that.
I don't think there's enough Kang fans out there that really care that are going to hate mail you. I really don't.
It's another one of those villains where I have to say, I don't know who that is. And
number 1, I think the only reason he's gotten number 1 is the fact that he's got a movie coming out. Now, I will give Ultron credit. He is a sick character, and he does destroy the Marvel Universe to the point where they have to reset it in all different dimensions. He is a devastating villain. Number 1, not in my eyes.
I think preference, just like, kind of like when we played the song Iron Man earlier on, heavy metal fans say that it's a great metal song when that chill goes down your spine, when Ozzy says, I am Iron Man. The reason Ultron's number 1 on this list, and I agree with it, is because now in comic book format, this creature, when I read this, and I wasn't an 8-year-old kid either. I was a little older than that when I used to read, Ultron's adventures with the Avengers in the 70s and 80s. Because when did he first come out? It was the...
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I know that's the time period we're talking about. In other words, I wasn't a little kid when I came upon this hideous creature in the Avengers comics, and it gave me a chill. In other words, there's something about this creature, the appearance of him, the faceless, energy-powered. I still remember when I was reading this. I forget which issue it was. I don't have it anymore, but when. All I remember is the moment when Ultron came out of this crashed spaceship, I think it was. He stepped out, and the Avengers were in a semicircle facing him, and Thor threw his hammer, and it just bounced off Ultron. And Ultron just stood there staring at Thor and the Avengers with that no-faced expression on him. And that's why he's number 1. In other words, just he radiates evil. It's not so much what he accomplishes all the time. Some of the other ones accomplish more, but he's pure evil. And he lets you know that.
I'll give him that, but not my favorite one. We got a couple more minutes. We got to wrap things up, so I want to try to finish this up and go down to a song.
Who is your favorite one?
My all-time favorite is definitely Thanos. He should have been number 1 in my eyes, but they left out a couple big-name villains that the Avengers fought. I mean, they left out Galactus. That's a big villain.
Yeah, I mean, he became known in the Fantastic Four, but there's a better argument for him being here than some of these other ones.
Right, and he was spread amongst the whole Marvel Universe. It took the whole Marvel Universe to take him down. So he is an Avengers villain. And, of course, Onslaught, not even mentioned on this. One of the most deadliest villains to the Marvel Universe doesn't even get a spot on this. And it took all the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, and the X-Men to take this guy down. But he doesn't even get recognized. Silly? Yeah, but whatever. Nurse Misery, we have for all those folks that don't know, May 2nd is Free Comic Book Day. That's right, free comic book. So if you have a store around you that sells comics, like Newberry's or
Time Capsule,
Toy Vault, they're going to have free comics. But I will not be at any of those stores there. Where will Chuckles the Clown be, Nurse Misery?
Chuckles the Clown on May 2nd, which is this coming Saturday, is going to be at Rubber Chicken Comics. They are located at 15 North Main Street, which is on Route 126, Bellingham, Massachusetts.
The best free comic day, Stormtroopers, me, and the guy gives away some pretty good books, too. He doesn't just give away the free ones. Sometimes he'll take his overstock and he'll give that away. Not saying he's going to do that this time, but sometimes he does.
But he's also a renowned comic artist himself.
Yeah, he's good people. Come down and meet me, get your autograph. Also, I got my own tweet account. Is that not true?
Yes, Chuckles the Clown is officially on Twitter as of yesterday. His account is about 24 hours old, so you can find him at Chuckles Clown with a K.
And I hate tweet. Just saying, thanks for that torture there.
You're welcome.
I was trying to stay out of this.
Love you.
I'm going to torture the listeners with a little more of some of my favorite grunge rock. We're going to go down to Alice in Chains, Dirt, here on Chuckles Crypt, Rhode Island Free Radio. Stay tuned. Coming up next, The Haunted Cabaret.
Monsters
a little apology to the listeners out there. I jumped the gun a little bit. That was Thor the Powerhead by Man of War. We will not be able to listen to Dirt today. However, I will save it for our next show next time we come up on Chuckles Crypt. But do not move from that seat because the Haunted Cabaret is coming up next. And you never know what this man's going to talk about. So stay tuned and,
stay
enjoy.
tuned.
Yeah.
Listen to the sound of footsteps in the dark, to voices that may not be quite human, to the sound of screams in the night. The Haunted Cabaret, the home of all things horror, on Rhode with your host, George Garner. The Haunted Cabaret starts now.
Bad luck, you know I wouldn't have no luck at all. Hard luck and trouble been my only friend. I've been on my own ever since I was 10. Born on the bad side, been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, you know I wouldn't have no luck at all. I can't read, I didn't learn how to write. My whole life has been one big fight. Born on the bad side, I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I said I wouldn't have no luck at all. That ain't no lie. Ow! You know, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have no kind of luck. If it wasn't for real bad luck, I wouldn't have at all. You know, wine and women is all I crave. A big leg woman gonna carry me to my grave. Born on the bad side, I've been down since I began to crawl. If it wasn't for bad luck, I tell you I wouldn't have no luck at all. Yeah, I'm a bad luck boy. Been having bad luck all of my days, yeah.
All right. That was Born Under a Bad Sign. And we had a little snafu there. I don't know if did that come through or not, Tony? It didn't. Okay.
Holy.
That's really good because the FCC right now would be fining, well, probably all of us. Yeah. Feelings would be hurt. We would, right.
Like, you guys care about hurting feelings.
We only care about hurting feelings when it costs us money.
Yeah.
If it costs us money, we care about... Well, and by the way, no, really, I wanted to start the show on a serious note this week.
Bullshit.